It's Matthew Purdee of the Birmingham Barons. I'm here with Pensacola Blue Wahoo's manager Jim Riggleman. Pensacola Blue Wahoo's are a AA affiliate of Cincinnati Reds in their first year. Jim, first I want to thank you for taking the time to sit down, take a little bit of time to talk with us about how your first year with the Pensacola team has been, and touch on a couple other subjects. But first of all, how has Pensacola been? And you guys got a beautiful brand new ballpark. I've seen pictures. I haven't personally been down there yet, but how's it been so far for you this season?
Well, it's been outstanding, and the community there in Pensacola has really just welcomed us with open arms, and just been great. They've come out in big numbers to support us. Really, our fans have been great to our players, and vice versa. Our players have been very fan friendly, and it's been a good match. I think Pensacola was hungry for an affiliated team to come in. The Reds were looking to get in a little different geographic area from where they were, and it's been a great match, and hopefully we can continue it.
Well, I tell you, you have a long history here in the game of baseball. You're obviously a familiar name. I'm a little bit older than some of the people in the press box, and I'm 33 years old, so I remember your days actually with San Diego when you took over in '92, and then obviously with the Cubs. Also, you were the first base coach with the Cardinals in '89 and '90. You had the great opportunity to work with Whitey Herzog in '89 and Joe Torre in 1990. How was it working under two great managers like that, and did that help you further your managerial career?
Well, I think, I was very fortunate to have been associated with Whitey Herzog. Here in Alabama, in baseball, Whitey Herzog was and is like Bear Bryant. If you were an assistant under Bear Bryant back in the day, you had a chance to get a big-time head coaching job somewhere in college football, and I think the same thing works in baseball. If I would have never had the opportunity to manage in the big leagues had it not been for Whitey Herzog. Working under Whitey, I think had some people in baseball thinking, well, Jim's paid his dues in the minor leagues. He's a coach. Maybe he's learned something from Whitey. Let's bring him on board. And so that was just a great opportunity. Whitey's the best baseball man I've ever been associated with, not just the X's and O's, but great mind for the game, what's good for the game, and so forth, and really enjoyed my time around him. That's great.
Also, you talk about being in the right place at the right time. When you managed the Cubs from '95 to '99, in 1998, Kerry Wood, who was National League Rookie of the Year that year, he just retired, had a pretty decent career, had the 20 strikeout game where he tied Roger Clemens' record. And then you had the home run chase that year with Mark McGwire, the Cardinals, and then your own guy, Sammy Sosa. How special was that for you?
It was a great year. We had come off a '97 season where we had gotten off to an 0-14 start. We made some moves at the trading deadline and through the year in '97 to set us up for '98, and those moves paid off. But the core of the team, Sammy and Mark Grace and Mickey Morandini, and then, of course, Kerry Wood coming on board, Rod Beck saving games for us, was really it was a special year. What Kerry and Sammy did really got most of the attention, and they handled it so well with the media that the rest of the players were able to go about their work and kind of work under the radar and put together a good year, which got us into the playoffs.
It was a great year indeed. You guys made the playoffs, lost the Atlanta Braves in the NLDS. Another thing that I was wanting to ask you, Jim, you spent time with the Washington Nationals. They're really doing great this year. They've been the dark horse in the division, and it's one thing we've all talked about upstairs, if they're for real or not. They're a great group of young guys that basically the same group of guys you had the last couple of years. How proud are you, and how instrumental were you in their success playing as good as they are right now?
Well, I don't think I'm instrumental in the success, but I'm proud to say I was associated with that group. We really started getting things going there. It was a long grind, and in the year 9 when Manny Acta was managing, Manny did a great job, but you lose enough games and the patience wears out, and a change was made. And when I was there in 9 and 10, we really kind of took it apart and tried to put it back together. And a couple great drafts took place. A lot of young talent came through there, a couple good free agent acquisitions, and next thing you know, you've got the 2012 Washington Nationals that could be the class of the National League.
You're definitely right. They're playing great baseball. Jim, Was there anything in particular? It's obviously, as you know, a big difference. You started out managing in the minor leagues. You're back in the minor leagues at the AA level. You retired at a relatively young age, at 28, I believe. Did it anything in particular brought that interests you in coming to Pensacola and coming back to manage the minor leagues?
Yeah, just two things really. I wanted to manage again, and I didn't want to go home and do anything other than manage. So the number two thing was I knew through the grapevine that the Reds were going to be moving from Carolina to Pensacola. So if the Reds were going to bring their manager back from Carolina, I didn't want anything to do with it. But if for some reason that manager didn't want to come back or whatever, I threw my name in the hat. As it turns out, David Bell was that person. He got promoted to AAA, so it was kind of a win-win situation. There was an opening in Pensacola. David moved on to AAA, and I'm fortunate enough to be managing again in a real nice atmosphere in Pensacola.
Well, you're doing a great job, it seems. You guys got a real good thing going down there. Like I said, the ballpark looks beautiful. Right on the bay, I believe. Spectacular view. You guys are number 1 in attendance in the league. You guys have got some great young pitching here with this team. And one last question for you, Jim. Are you content right now with being in Pensacola? And do you have big league aspirations to get back at some point?
That's a great question, because I'm both. I'm content in Pensacola, certainly. But I think in the game, you never really want to get stagnant and say, okay, this is it. This is where I'll end up. If the Cincinnati Reds asked me to go somewhere else in the organization, I would do it. I'm a team player. But certainly I want to manage again in the big leagues. So as much as I love managing in the minor leagues and love being in Pensacola, I don't think that players, coaches, managers, anybody really should just say, well, this is the end of the line. This is where I'll end up. Unless you truly are, at that age in your life and a place in your life where it just totally makes sense for you. And I'm not at that place yet.
Well, Jim, definitely appreciate the time as we sit here in the rain and do this. You guys are doing a great job, down in the city of Pensacola alone. And the team seems to be heading in the right direction. Like I said, you guys have some great young pitching that us here with the Barons are very impressed with. And we wish you the best luck the rest of the season. And thank you for your time.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.